Welcome everybody to ABC Interactive English. This lovely lady sitting next to me is Winnie.
And this lovely gentleman is Shane.
And today we are looking at Part B, a long time to wait.
Would you call yourself a patient person? Someone who doesn't mind waiting?
I am not very patient.
So you're impatient.
I'm impatient. Yeah, so for example, if I were going to go to a restaurant and I saw there were a lot of people waiting outside, I'm definitely going to choose another restaurant
For sure.
that does not have people waiting. I don't want to sit around and wait for 30 minutes to eat. I'm hungry. I want to eat now.
Yes. So I'm also an impatient person, which is so funny because in Taiwan, what's their favorite pastime or
is to wait in
hobby?
line.
Yeah, they love, because to them that means, oh, well, people are waiting in line. That must mean it's very yummy.
I kind of understand why they would think that way.
Yeah.
And maybe that's true, but I've also noticed in places that are crowded like that, you often don't get very good customer service.
Because they gotta go.
Yeah, and sometimes they say you only have 1 hour to
Yeah.
eat, and then they want to rush you out. And I want to relax. And enjoy my meal, no pressure.
Okay, well, we'll have to see what this article/dialogue is going to be talking about when they say a long time to wait.
All right, let's get into it.
Cindy and Thomas are in the break room.
Can you believe it? I finished my 3rd month of work.
That's great. You're an excellent worker, so the company won't let you go.
I hope not. I still have to meet with my manager about that.
Let's get into today's topic, which is Part B, a long time to wait. So we have our dialogue. Cindy and Thomas are in the break room.
Ah, okay, so this is a room that is broken? Break
I don't
room?
think so.
Or you go in a room and you break stuff.
No.
No, a break room is a room in a workplace that is there for employees to use during a break from work. So they can just sit there and relax, maybe talk to each other, eat something.
We have a break room.
We do. So for example, you could say we ate lunch in the break room.
Ah, so a room to take breaks in.
That's right.
So I will be reading for Cindy, you read for Thomas, okay?
Sure.
Okay, so can you believe it? I finished my 3rd month of work. Okay, so Cindy says she finished her 3rd month of work. That means she's already worked for 3 months.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Good for her.
Yeah, so kind of a fresh start,
Okay.
right? Not too long, but you've kind of got your routine down. So she says she's been there for 3 months, and a month we know is our noun, and it is basically a way to measure days, several days. In fact, 28 to 31 days, because 1 month has at least 28 days, and it will go up to maybe 31 days for the longer month.
How many months in a year?
So there are 12 months that make up 1 year. So that has 365 days. So if we're trying to kind of break down the year, it's easier to use months.
Right, okay.
Right.
So now we have Thomas, and Thomas says, that's great. You're an excellent worker. So the company won't let you go.
That's kind of scary to say to someone who just started.
Yeah, because maybe this company lets a lot of people go, means that they tell them, sorry, you can't work here anymore.
You gotta go.
Oh, okay. Well, he says it's excellent, right? And excellent simply means extremely good. Very, very, very good.
Yeah.
So for example, you did an excellent job on your presentation.
You are an excellent co-host.
Why, thank you.
Yes. So he is paying a compliment. He is complimenting Cindy. He's saying she's doing a great job. She has nothing to worry about because she is an excellent worker, right? So what is a worker? A worker, right now we have our noun, and it basically means a person who is doing a job. Because we have the ER.
A person who is working.
Yes, exactly. So ER at the end of work means a worker, a person who works, just like a painter is someone who paints.
So you can take the verb, like work,
and
or
mostly,
to paint,
add
and a
an
person who does those things, you add ER and it becomes a noun.
Yes, so like baker, bakes.
Like now I am hosting. So am I a hoster?
No.
So it doesn't work with everything.
Yeah, it doesn't. So like I said, it's not every word that can do this. Yeah.
Okay.
So continuing on with the dialogue, Cindy says, I hope not. I still have to meet with my manager about that. So manager manages. So that's an ER. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So what is a manager? Right? So like you said, it's somebody who manages. So what's that mean? It's a person who is in charge of running a business, or it could be like a shop, or something similar to that.
Yeah, kind of like a boss.
Right. So for example, I asked for a manager when I was eating at the restaurant.
Right, so that must mean something not so
I do that quite often, to be honest. I'm pretty picky in restaurants because I feel like
you're paying for the meal.
I'm used to, I don't want to say anything negative about Taiwan. I love this country. Go Taiwan! But in the US, where I'm from, the service and the quality of eating in a restaurant, I feel, is a higher level. Maybe because we give tips to the people who serve you food. So
they feel like they have to earn it a little bit.
Yeah, so sometimes in Taiwan, I feel a little bit like they're not paying attention to me. And sometimes something might be cold or something is missing in my food, and I will speak up about that.
Flash a $100 bill and they'll give you the service you want.
Oh, is that how you do it?
Yeah, that's how you do it in Taiwan. No.
Okay.
So we'll see what Cindy and Thomas are up to right after the break.
Okay.
Really? When will that happen?
I don't know. He left on a trip on October 10th, and he should be back on the 21st.
Wow. That's a long time to wait.
It's okay. The manager has to help the company first.
I know, but I don't like to come in second.
Welcome back from the break.
Well, what happened before the break?
Well, Cindy, our excellent worker, is a little bit nervous because she's new at the company and she just started about 3 months ago, but she's a little bit nervous that her manager is going to let her go.
Another word for letting somebody go is to fire somebody.
Yeah. And I think
it sounds nicer though to say
let someone go, because fire sounds dangerous.
And usually like you did something very wrong.
Right, exactly. So it should be noted that in some places, some companies, when you start out, start your job there, start your career there might be a trial period or a testing period where the manager or the boss might see how you perform.
Fit in to the company.
Yeah. Do you fit in with our staff, with our company's values? And that's why they take about 3 months to see if you're a good fit. And that's also why Cindy is a little bit nervous about being let go, because there is a possibility.
She's at that 3-month mark. I think that's more rare in America. Usually you get hired, you're hired. Yeah.
Right. I think it depends on the company, but that's why Cindy's a little bit nervous.
All right, so the boss is out of town. He's going to be coming back. So Thomas says, really? When will that happen?
And Cindy says, I don't know. He left on a trip on October 10th, and he should be back on the 21st. So he's gone for about 11 days, and he's gone on a trip. And what is a trip? That is our noun. And it basically means to go somewhere. So maybe on a holiday or to do an activity, or sometimes a lot of adults will have business trips. So they are not going for vacation, they are going to work.
So we don't know what type of trip he is on.
Exactly.
Okay, so Thomas says, wow, that's a long time to wait.
Yeah, it is. 11 days, especially if you are nervous about something.
Right.
Right. So then Cindy says, it's okay. The manager has to help the company first. That's a very like, teamwork type of thinking.
Attitude, right? So she seems to have a pretty good attitude.
Yeah, teamwork.
Okay. So Thomas says, I know, but I don't like to come in second.
Right. So it's kind of like when you know that you are not being prioritized, or you just don't feel important to, in this case, the boss.
Right. He thinks the company comes first and I come second. I don't like that. I want to be first.
It's kind of
and
like
then the company.
a brother and sister fighting for the father's love, right? Okay, so Cindy, I think, she is very patient. She's willing to wait the 11 days for her boss to come back. But I think it's safe to say Thomas is probably, if he were in Cindy's shoes, he'd be the one emailing.
Probably.
Questioning, right?
Not as patient.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for this dialogue. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cindy and Thomas are in the break room.
Can you believe it? I finished my 3rd month of work.
That's great. You're an excellent worker, so the company won't let you go.
I hope not. I still have to meet with my manager about that.
Really? When will that happen?
I don't know. He left on a trip on October 10th, and he should be back on the 21st.
Wow. That's a long time to wait.
It's okay. The manager has to help the company first.
I know, but I don't like to come in second.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 month， 名词，月。I will go to Italy next month. 我下个月会去意大利。下一个单字 excellent， 形容词，优秀的，杰出的。Polly is an excellent student. Polly 是一位优秀的学生。下一个单字 worker， 名词，员工，工人。The factory hired several new workers last month. 上个月工厂雇佣了几位新员工。最后一个单字 trip， 名词，旅行。We're planning a trip to Europe next summer. 我们计划明年夏天去欧洲旅行。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 let somebody go 解雇某人，这是一个口语用法。let 的三态同形，我们来看看这个例句。The company had to let John go last week. 公司上周不得不解雇 John. 下一个文法 I hope not. 我希望不会，这是一个固定用法。Hope 指的是希望、盼望。我们来看看这个对话。Do you think they'll cancel the project? 你觉得他们会取消这个专案吗？ I hope not. I really like the project. 希望不要，我很喜欢这个专案。最后一个文法 A meets with B. A 和 B 会谈。Meet 的三态是 meet, met, met， 在这里是一个不及物动词，意思是面谈。我们来看看这个例句。I have to meet with the manager to talk about our plan. 我必须要和经理谈谈我们的计划。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Here's how to play. The host will be holding 3 cards. Each card will have 2 sentences containing a secret vocabulary word or phrase that has been replaced by the word bear. The host will read the sentences out loud for the contestants to guess. Whoever guesses first gets a point. The person with the most points wins. And you can play along too.
Hi everyone, my name is Winnie.
I'm Steven.
I'm Carolyn. And we're gonna play Guess the Bear. You guys ready?
Yes, we are.
I hope so. Our first one is a verb and it is one word. Betty bared the coffee from a mile away. Can you bear that? Something's burning.
Smell.
Ooh, that goes. I'm sorry. So Betty smelled the coffee from a mile away. Can you smell that? Something's burning.
I could tell she knew what it was from the first
So you,
but
you got your S in. Okay. You were like, strategy.
Yes.
Okay. Noun, one word. Being too full, Felix only took 2 bears of the cake. Something took a bear out of that apple.
Bite.
Ooh. I'm sorry, Carolyn.
Sorry, Carolyn. I did hear myself go first.
Yeah. Being too full, Felix only took 2 bites of the cake. Something took a bite out of that apple.
I could tell she could.
I knew both of you guys, yeah. Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna give you a chance. You can win, okay? Because this one's worth 2 points.
Oh,
or at least tie.
Okay.
Phrase, 2 words. Grace likes to bear her hot dogs. Abby bared her phone, bear the dresser.
Put on. I did hear myself go first again. But the thing is, like each time.
Who's hosting this show?
I just, right? I heard myself go first, right?
Sorry. Grace likes to put mustard on her hot dogs. Abby put her phone on the dresser.
Good game.
Yeah. Our winner of the day.
Just be a little quicker.